Hello, my Capricorn Collective. I am here today to give you your message for June 2025. Like always, we're going to start off with talking about some astrology that's going to be affecting every single sign, but in particular to you. The first one we're going to be looking to is the Pluto retrograde. We're going to be looking at that one every single month till October because it will be affecting you in different ways. Let's find out how the Pluto retrograde is going to be affecting you in June, Capricorn. So we have Bridget's dolls. Thread by thread, I weave my desires, working as one with the source of creative powers. So this is talking about a puppet. I've done puppet work, like, create a little doll or whatever when it comes to healing rituals that I do for other people and for myself and for people like that. That can be an option. But in this case, I feel like the month of June for you, Capricorn, is going to weave a destiny for you. It's kind of like you're creating with the universe. Try to create correctly. I like to say that a lot because sometimes we're not present to the time period that there is, and things that come out of our mouth strongly affect our future. Okay. So be mindful as to the way that you discuss to the universe, the way that you talk to people around you and whatever, because you are weaving your fate. So make sure that June is one of those months that you're filled with positive intentions, positive manifestations, and start creating into existence the life that you would like. Okay. Next thing, June 11th, there is the full moon in the sign of Sagittarius. Mercury will be in Cancer, and there's a sextile with Venus and Taurus. Literally, that is pointing you in the direction to connect to the right people and the structures and the relationships that you need so that you can manifest in your reality what it is that you would like. So it is a very strong manifestation month. I want to say in June, but definitely the full moon has a very strong energy of helping you create what you would like. Now, that being said, I'm going to take out 3 cards for this moon. The first thing that comes out is the ring. It says a marriage will be taking place, either romantic or business. For those of you that are looking for a job, there's a very good possibility of you guys finding some kind of commitment in the month of June that will help you manifest that reality that you would like when it comes to your career. For others of you, it can be an arrangement or an engagement or a commitment that you're making to another person. So take it as it resonates. The next thing that we have is the clouds, temporary problems. And the third thing is, here goes you weaving things into existence. Needle and thread, a sincere wish being granted. This is the second card indicating that you guys are in this weaving energy. In other words, being able to create the reality that you want for your greatest good and your divine purpose. There's going to be temporary problems. So if we went back to what I told you before, try to be positive. No, have that belief system that rejection is God's protection. Have that belief system that if that good things are always coming towards you, that you are lucky, even the unfortunate things that happen in your life, you will be granted the ability to see how it is for your greatest favor. I just feel like there is going to be temporary problems that might come up, but they're just distractions, because right now, if they help whoever they is to you, and this can be energetic, this can be spiritual, this can be an actual person, whoever they are, will try to convince you to create a reality that is not for your greatest good. And you are in this needle and thread energy where you're weaving together different people, places, things, and energies to create what you want. Stay positive. All right. And call them into your existence. The right people that will connect you to the perfect job that will help you in your career so that you can move forward. The right partner that will help you grow and create the person that you're supposed to be as much as you help them, and that you guys grow and evolve together. The right location in the world that will amplify your gifts, your abilities, your talents, and the help you see your worth and value. Things like that. Sorry, I had some chia seeds and I totally feel them still in my teeth. June 25th. There's a new moon in the sign of Cancer, and there's a conjunction with Jupiter in Cancer. Cancer is all about your foundational relationships. Like, it's all about the things that make you feel safe, secure, grounded, and stable. Okay. It's really linked to that root chakra energy and finding your tribe, to your community, and the way that you need to grow forward, right? But at the same time, the energy of Jupiter is good luck, good favor, expansion. Excuse me, expansion and positive movement forward. So if we're looking at both of them, we're looking at starting to network outside your little group that you're used to, connecting to new people, places, things, and energies that will help you create stronger root systems, create stronger connections, and feel more stable financially, more stable and emotionally, and more stable spiritually. Okay, so how is this going to affect my Capricorns? We have the hippopotamus. um, Shut up. Exploration. This is crazy because these cards have been like so in sync with what I'm trying to read. And it says, if you have become bored with your life, you have to create power, the creative power, the weaving power, right? To stir things up and revitalize everything. You can do this by starting new projects, setting new goals, and making spiritual connections. Shut up. I loves it. I loves it when the cards coincide to what I'm saying. You are literally in that energy of weaving something new into your existence, called positivity, called growth, called financial stability, call the right people, places, things, energies, frequencies. Call your spirit back to yourself, the spirit of sovereignty, the spirit of humility, the spirit of wisdom, the spirit of clarity, the spirit of love, the spirit of wholeness that is supposed to be within you. Call all that things to you during this month, because you're literally creating a tapestry that will be your life these next 3 years. So keep that in mind. Now we're going to go through the month of June, and we're going to go through 4 weeks and see how those four. When the cards shuffled funny, I heard we have to meet each other in the middle. So it's just as much as you have to pursue what you're trying to find. You have to actively apply for those jobs, go out there, call those people, connect to the right environment. Those people are going to be doing the same, and you guys will meet each other in the middle. Okay. And that being said, let's find out about the 4 weeks of June for you guys. Okay. I only want 3 cards. This is interesting. So we have the 2 of Wands, followed, this one was the second one, by the 4 of Cups and the Justice card. I feel like the path between you and a second person, right? Like your worlds had been colliding for a long period of time. In other words, you had a mentor, a parent, a guide, something that was holding your hand while you were exploring into this new reality that you were moving into. The 4 of Cups in this, he's grabbing the cup and he's pouring it on the ground. I'm feeling this energy of now it's time for you to empty out everything that was dictated, created, or whatever by this guru, mentor, parent, blah, 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 and start balancing things out for yourself, like figuring things out for yourself. So it's kind of like a transition period from a child into an adult, and it doesn't matter where you're at, right? All of us mature different ways. All of us grow different ways. All of us show our maturity is in different levels and different stages of our lives, right? So that's something important for you to know. So it can be something where I've already moved out of my parents' house a long time ago. Yeah, that's fine. But maybe your parent is a religious belief system. Maybe your parent is the way that your parents used to do things when you grew up, and now you're starting to understand things differently and go in a different direction. This feels like I've seen the world according to and you fill in the blank, right? And now it's time for me to decide that I'm going to pour that into the world, right? And start creating my own reality, balancing out the knowledge that I received, knowing what is right for me and what will help me grow and expand, and when I have to dump out. And it's like this, I feel like it's it's the clearing out of the cookies of your memory bank of things that no longer align to you. Okay. And so, because I'm kind of seeing a computer, and I'm seeing a person looking at their search history and just deleting their entire search history so that they can give themselves room to learn and expand into a different reality. The knowledge that this person or this guru or this energy had given you before, right? It was the foundation that got you to where you are right now. But it's not the one that you need to hold on to what you're supposed to go into. So you're going to have to learn how to flush it down the toilet and now start from scratch. And this is the weaving, right? Because up to now you've lived a reality based on the prophecy of this person, right? Or this group or this religion or this whatever. And now it's time for you to decide to create your own. I feel like they're giving me all these examples because I don't feel like everybody's going to understand what that means, the beginning, because it feels esoteric, but it also feels spiritual and it's something really linked to the self, right? Second week, we start off with the Two of Swords. This is this conflict between the old you and the new you, right? So this would be you sitting in the middle. This is the young version of you, and this is the older version of you. And I feel like there is a stuckness, right? But I do feel this energy of the Wheel of Fortune, which means that there is going to be shifts that are going to take place that are going to help you cut yourself free from this feeling of a tug of war. See, we owe loyalty to the tribe that we came from, right? I'm reading this book, which I'm not really sure if I like right now, The Anatomy of the Spirit. But when they talked about the root chakra, they talked about our tribe, the group that we grew up in, our family group, our community, our racial background, our religious belief systems, whatever. They're all tribes that we belong to. And we feel a sense of loyalty towards every single one of these tribes. And this can even be like, I did say friend group. We feel loyalty to them. And then when we're starting to move into a new stage in our lives where we have to let them go, we have this internal tug of war because you feel like you're betraying the trust, the confidence, the love, the affection, the support that these people gave you. And I think this is where I feel like this is where most people have their biggest hiccup, right? Where you don't allow yourself to be you and you continue to live this narrative of this family member, of the way that you grew up and then the way that the society told you were, whatever. And then you fall into depressions, anxieties, addictions, things like that because you don't feel you. But it's because you were supposed to transition and you didn't want to. And right now it looks like second week is an area of, though I don't want to, things of fate will take place. Like there's movement that's going to take place and you will be set free. So there is the element of you're weaving your reality, but there's also the element of universe is really involved in this reality. So it's a co-creation with the universe. It's not all about you. Third week. The first thing that flies out, which is all the way here, is this sideways card, which is the Emperor. And it feels like the energy of you're transitioning into being sovereign within yourself, to be the ruler of your own reality, to feel confident of the decisions that you're making without having to touch base with everybody that's around you. It is I want to say a fool's journey, but we have the Page of Wands. It is the energy of starting off in this journey. So you are naive. You don't know everything. You will fuck up, but that's okay. And if you see, this is the guy again and the girl back here. So it does feel like letting go of this guru, this teacher, this guide, this parent, and moving into a journey by yourself. And because you're moving towards becoming that emperor. And then the next thing after that, we have the King of Pentacles. And this one I like because the Taurus energy is on here. And the bull is bowing down, right, to um to whatever it is that you're investing in, right? So, because the king is holding the coin in his hand and he's placed it in on this head. So, Taurus reminds me of earth energy. So, your reality, the reality that you're creating, the coin that the King of Pentacles is holding on top of the Taurus head is reminding me of this energy of you are going to calm down the energies of this earth with your power and authority because you've decided who you are. And then we're going through this energy of you coming into your seat, your throne, your authority. And all of this is this. And you will mess up because we do have page energy here where you're venturing into the unknown, right? But I do feel like you're going to have very strong guides that are going to help you. This feels like if it's a new job situation, the mentors you'll have, the boss and the one right underneath them will guide you very strongly. um, if this is a situation where it's more spiritual, it does feel like you have two spiritual energies strongly backing you up in this journey. I don't feel like you're doing this by yourself. I think the growth is going to help you, and it feels like you're leaving one mentor and you're going into a different mentor, but this other mentor is what you need for this stage in your life, because we have so many gurus, so many mentors, so many teachings that constantly move into our lives. This is the reason why I think there's a problem with organized religion, because they tell you this is the only religion that's right, this is the only way to go, this is the only thing. And I'm not saying that there isn't just one truth. I do believe there is just one truth, but we need to explore all the angles of that one truth to refine ourselves, to our one truth. And not all of us are here with the same lineage, same purpose, same frequency. So to just align to one just seems a little bit foolish. And so I feel like in this aspect, this I was talking in a religious context, but this can be something like work-wise, where you at school they taught you a certain way, they guided you, they directed you, you had a lot of gurus there, but now you're going into the real world, and now you're going to have two new mentors that are going to teach you this reality. I feel like I'm talking to like a younger community, and I don't know why, but this can be taken in many different contexts. Now, I'm in the fourth week. Oh, I got a whole mess. Okay, this goes like this. The first thing that we have is the energy of the Four of Wands. This is setting down a strong foundation. That setting down of the strong foundation will bring you that energy of judgment, which will bring you back to life and will activate inside of you a new passion for life. I feel like whatever you're falling into with this ring is something that is meant to awaken something that was a dormant inside of you. And then here we have the energy, wow, of the female and male version of the Pope. Okay, which is the divine and the divine teachers. And as I'm looking at this, it's kind of like this energy where you're learning, and the learning that you have right now is going to awaken inside of you this spiritual version, masculine and feminine version inside of you of spirit is starting to awaken. You're going to reveal parts of you that you didn't know, truths that have been hidden from you because you weren't ready to receive them yet. And so this feels very expansive. It feels like the energy of a spiritual awakening for you. And I don't know if this is religious context or 3D context, but who cares? It's all the same. Like people believe that being a guru, a spiritual guru or whatever, you need to be like a freaking monk. And that's not how it is. It's living your life your true self, right? If you are a lawyer, being that lawyer to your integrity and your beliefs and to the sovereignty that is inside of you. And then you become that hierophant or that high priestess where you have the internal knowledge because it's aligned to your spiritual inheritance. And then it flows through you because that's who you are. That's what this feels like. It's an awakening of something that is you, and you're going to thrive there because this is you. It awakens your spirit and your knowledge of other lives that you've had and your lineage. In the bottom of the deck, we have, you see, getting your spiritual inheritance. The 10 of the 10 of wands. I mean, the 10 of cups. And then we have this energy of the Page of Pentacles with the Ace of Pentacles. This naive move that you're doing right now, moving into something that you might not be really sure of, is actually the beginning stages of good fortune for you. And I do feel this energy of feeling fulfilled in the end of this. So I know that you're entering into a period of June feels like a period of an opening of a door. And this door is the beginning stages of this growth inside of you, and the expansion feels not only physical but spiritual. And I do feel like there is a very strong spiritual energy here, like an initiation, but I don't feel that it will be like, I want to say tarot reading or whatever. No, it doesn't feel like that. Your spiritual inheritance is linked to some kind of business, something, it's about knowing how to be authentically yourself in this business world. And yes, maybe that might be that you might not be, you know, doing chants or whatever, but it is completely spiritual and it is completely you. And there's like big growth for you in June. So get prepared for that. All right. I hope this helps you.